Diaz head-to-head. And this breaking ball ripped toward right. Conforto on the run, and that ball is gone.
Yeah, Peter, I got someone for you. Adam Duvall, Atlanta Braves. He hates puppies. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. Thank you for all of the support on the first two episodes of this series. I cannot wait to see where 2020 takes us. We have a bunch of stuff to cover today. Shohei Ohtani is taking the bump, but also their number 2 starter, Dylan Bundy. He threw a gem yesterday, and they're going to need him to do that quite often. We have a home run from Giancarlo Stanton that still hasn't landed yet, and also Mike Clevinger. He's not too happy with Major League Baseball, so we're going to talk about why. So make sure you guys are ready. Get your beverages, get your snacks, buckle in, because it's time to start talking baseball. Now, because I already brought it up, let's go ahead and show the Giancarlo Stanton home run. And I will say, someone had a hot mic on them, so the audio is terrible, but this was the only clip that I could find. So Major League Baseball, let's get the audio fixed. But I want you guys to guess the exit velo and the distance before I actually show the clip, because, again, I don't think this ball has landed yet.
Wow. That ball is just tattooed. Stanton hits it to the back of that tarp in left field, and this is a one-run game.
So if you guessed 121.3 miles an hour for the exit velo, you would be right, and 483 feet for the travel distance, you would be right as well. That was the second fastest home run in the history of StatCast. Who was number 1? Giancarlo Stanton. The Yankees did not win that game, so if you're a Nationals fan, don't trip. Victor Robles, he's got your back.
That ball is hit in the air to left, down the line. It is off the pole and gone.
Edwin Diaz, more like Ed Lose Diaz. Sorry, yeah, the Mets, I told you guys, the most important player for this squad is going to be Edwin Diaz. If he sucks, the Mets, they're not going to score a bajillion runs every single game. They need this guy to shut it down when they have a 1, 2, or 3 run lead. Otherwise, he's going to give away so many wins, and when you're only playing 60 games, you can't have that happen. So he blew the lead against Marcell Ozuna, and then in the extra inning, luckily they were able to take advantage of the rule. I'm talking about the Braves, and they stole a win. They grabbed it straight from Mets fans.
Now Chapman, there's a shot up the middle, a base hit. Here comes Duvall to third. He's around third. He's rumbling home. He's going to score, and on a 2-strike pitch.
Now, that wasn't the only game that went to extra innings. The Royals versus the Indians was scored 2-2 going into the 10th inning. The Royals put up a lead on back-to-back home runs from Soler and Salvador Perez, and then the Indians were able to battle back, but it went into extras. And now I have to ask you guys a question. Do you like the brand new rule where a runner starts on second base every single extra inning? Do you like that? Do you not? Because we're going to go ahead and show the highlights. The Royals took the lead without getting a single runner on base because the guy started on second. There was a sac bunt. That doesn't count as an at-bat. There was a sac fly. It doesn't count as an at-bat. And then someone grounded out, I believe. So, yeah, James Karinchak, he was nasty, did not give up a single earned run. And I don't know, this rule it makes sense because they want to limit the damage and limit the innings because we're playing so many games in a short amount of time, but it's very cheesy. Greg Holland was nasty, so I can't really say much because he shut us down in the bottom of the 10th. So if the Indians, if they're not going to rake, I mean, it's up to us. We get the advantage as well. So I get both sides. I get why they want to speed up the game, but I also think that Mike Clevinger might be onto something when he says it's not really baseball.
This isn't travel ball, man. This is a perfect game. You know how hard it is to get a runner on second base off the back end of any bullpen? How incredibly hard that is, and all of a sudden you just get someone on second base with a guy like Karinchak on the mound. I'm not happy about it. I'm sure when other teams face the situation and this happens to them, you're gonna get similar reactions.
Now, before we get into the other games, I'm going to introduce a new segment to MLB Recap. These are the highlights, the best defensive plays, the web gems from yesterday. So we have Jackie Bradley Jr., Francisco, Give Him the Bag Lindor, and Garrett Hampson.
They struggled with slider and curveball. This ball's pretty well hit left center field, and Hampson leaps.
Got it!
He caught it!
The timing and the leap, the catching, everything
That's
is
gone.
spot on.
That's a homer.
Yeah, it was over the fence.
Fly ball, here comes Jackie Bradley with the dive. And his first spectacular catch of the season. Between third and short. Lindor with a long throw, got him! Unbelievable play! Was this worth another look?
So we just saw Garrett Hampson rob a home run. Obviously, the Rockies, they were able to steal that victory yesterday against the Rangers. Now, the biggest note from yesterday and the Rockies is Daniel Bard got the win. Why is that important? Well, he was throwing 99, so we can see that he's healthy. He was pinpoint accurate. That was his first win since 2013 because the last time that we saw him, he had the yips. He couldn't find the strike zone. Even though he was throwing 99 to 101 miles an hour, he was not able to locate. And I'm so happy to show you guys these highlights. He's back. He looks like he's better than ever, and I'm just happy for him. We're going to go ahead and recap 2 straight games now. We have the Brewers beating the Cubs by a score of 8-3. Christian Yelich and Justin Smoke went yard. I can't wait to see what Justin Smoke does for the rest of the year, considering the Brewers lost Mike Moustakas and Yasmani Grandal. So they're going to have to focus on who's going to replace them, and I think that Smoke is going to do a decent job, at least in terms of being 80% of what they were. And then also, the Diamondbacks, are they looking a little bit shaky, or are the Padres just asserting their dominance? Because Dinelson Lamet was absolutely disgusting. I'm going to show you guys some highlights from his pitching performance. And also, Manny Machado, he looks ready to go as they beat the Diamondbacks 5-1.
And that is strike 3. 3 strikeouts in a row for Lamet.
This one. Oh.
And that is strike 3. Needed that. Swing and a miss. And in the air to left center field. Back goes Peralta towards the wall. It is gone.
So here's another question for you guys. Will the Phillies be a World Series contender in 2020? Yesterday, Didi Gregorius hit his 2nd home run of the season, so that was a huge question mark in 2019. Their health and production from shortstops. That seems to be fixed. Phil Gonsolin has 2 home runs. JT Realmuto had a home run as well, so they need to pay him, just like the Indians need to pay Francisco Lindor. So they beat the mighty Marlins. I thought the Marlins looked pretty good in game number 1, but yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Should the Phillies be a playoff team, or do you think that they don't have the roster? To me, they do. It's just, are they going to stay healthy? Are they going to perform like they should? I don't know. So you guys just saw the Phillies highlight. Zach Wheeler got his first W in a Phillies uniform. The 2018 Paul Goldschmidt, he seems to be back. He already has 2 home runs, 1 in each of the last 2 games. And also Adam Wainwright, he kind of turned back the clock and looked like his former Cy Young self, or he's never won a Cy Young, but he was in top 5 a couple times. And then also the Reds versus the Tigers. We have Miggy versus Joey Votto. Joey Votto, just like Paul Goldschmidt, has 2 home runs in back-to-back games. But Miggy was able to steal the show along with his teammate Jacoby Jones as they steal a victory over the Reds. And then also the score of the Cardinals game, they won 9-1 over the Pirates. So if you're a Pirates fan, yeah, do one of these. Don't look.
Goldschmidt with a drive. Out to deep left. It's at the wall. Goodbye. Third. That's lifted in the air out to deep left field. It's at the wall, and it's off the wall. Tommy Edman already at second. 1 run in.
Payoff.
Did he get it?
Stroke to left.
Did he get it?
Is that deep enough? Is that ball gone?
Was it fair?
Yes. It is out of here. A 2-run blast.
2-2.
Launched to left center.
Did he get enough? He did.
Gone! Jacoby Jones wears a crown.
So the Tigers get the win, and Miggy moves ahead of Cal Ripken Jr. on the all-time RBI list, and also he moves into 30th place on the home run list over Adrian Beltre, so congrats to him. I hope he has a big season. Now, one player that I really want to showcase from yesterday's games, we have the Angels versus the A's, and Dylan Bundy, who the Angels traded for in the offseason, showed up big time. And also, speaking of show, again, he's pitching today, Shohei Ohtani. His splitter is the best pitch in all of baseball, the lowest opponent batting average in all of baseball. But for right now, we're going to focus on Bundy, who threw 6 2/3 innings, an absolute gem, 7 strikeouts, as the Angels pick up their first win of the 2020 season. The Blue Jays will not be going undefeated this year, as Ryan Yarbrough and Brandon Lau of the Rays, they just shut it down. And also Alex Cobb, he makes his return back to the pitching bump. The Orioles, they pick up their first win. So the Red Sox, they smacked them in game number 1, and then the Orioles return the favor with a score of 7-2 over the Red Sox. I don't know if they're going to be good or not, man. It's just, the Red Sox are a very interesting case because their offense is so good, but their starting pitching is, stinky.
Iglesias with a good swing, fly ball, little left field, that's down for a base hit.
First pitch home. Santander drills this one down the right field line, and it's headed into the corner. This scores Alberto. They're giving the send around to Iglesias. Relay throw to the...
So the Mariners are playing the Astros, and if you guys did not know, they've lost 14 straight games to the Astros dating back, I think, a year or two, and it continued. The snowball got even bigger. They lost their 15th straight game, even though Kyle Lewis looks to be one of the premier power hitters going forward in the game. They got to get some more help on the M's, and McCullers, he returns. It's just the Astros, I got to say this, they're too good. They're really good this year. Now, the final two games from yesterday, we have the White Sox versus the Twins. I always mess up his name. Lurie Garcia, I'm pretty sure I said that right, had 2 home runs for the White Sox as they secure their first win of the 2020 season. They won 10-3 over the Twins. And then also, Giants fans, you can rejoice because you proved me wrong. 23-year-old Logan Webb started a really good game for the Giants, and then they carried that through with the bullpen, and they secured a W over the mighty Dodgers. So, congrats. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching yet another episode of MLB Recap. If you did enjoy, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. Thank you guys all so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, the final segment in these recap series is what happened on this day in Major League Baseball history. Roll it.
2-2, struck him out looking! There it is!
Would like to congratulate Greg Maddux on his 3,000th career strikeout, becoming just the 13th pitcher ever to reach that milestone.
So Marte ready to face his first pitch in the big leagues, and he drives it deep to left center field. This ball is way back, and it is gone. The first pitch Starling Marte sees in the major leagues. He hits it out of the ballpark. It's 1-0 Pirates.
My goodness gracious.
Born in New London, Connecticut, March 27th, 1989.
Here's the 1-2, and he gets him swinging. First batter in the big leagues, and Harvey strikes out par with a slider for the first out. Here's the 1-2. Check swing, he went around strike 3. Goldschmidt has struck out for the 3rd time.